doing what I don't want to do. This is going to be a lengthy article. Nobody has to read it, but my therapist suggested I write everything down in a chronological format, and what better place than here? Tell me about your affair. I'm devastated. I'm in awe. My darling, fantastic wife, mother of my kid and another on the way, would never do anything like this to me. I feel detached from reality, you say. I'd want to spend time with you and work on stuff I can't fathom without having you. Of course, I forgive you. I, too, want to sort things out. I wake up less than a week after you tell me, and you're gone. You've paid him a visit. You need resolution. On a loss, yet I'm still going to marital therapy. To my knowledge, you've contacted him 4 times at this point. I'm not sure what you mean. You wanted to get things done. It's just too much for me to bear emotionally. I broke you, and I'm not going to be able to mend you. It's simply too much for me, you may remark. I swallow my resentment and strive to care for you. You're pregnant, we experienced a miscarriage, and my wife is in need of assistance. Every day, we spend our days together, traveling places with our kid. When I express my feelings, I'm having a terrible time today. I'm really suffering with the notion of XYZ. You push me away, run away, and I wake up with letters from you gone. I keep finding you chatting to him. This guy who seems to be more lovable than I am. 10 years your senior, father to a half-dozen children from several women, a guy who threatened me and your children if I ever revealed his long-term partner about the affair. He seems to be difficult to let go of. I attempt to chat to you about how I'm feeling. You say if I do, you'll hurt me much more. My only regret is that I didn't get to have more with him. Our daughter has been born into this shambles. When I wake up, you're gone. I look up your location. His location of employment, inquire about it. I just needed to go for a drive. I look at your phone. I apologize for not being able to do more. I miss your sense of flavor. I request that you leave. Stay at your mother's house. You're terrified. Tell me you don't care about me. You never had feelings for me. I try to avoid you as much as possible. I'm concerned about your mental health. We're splitting up the kids. You're going to give me a chance to date you, you say. This can't be true. This can't be happening to my high school love and closest buddy. Our separation seems to be working. You appear to be missing me. You've invited me to Thanksgiving dinner. Yes, I do. You're still conversing with him. I'm begging you to stop texting him in front of me. I avoid making eye contact. It seems to send you into a tailspin. You want to get things done. Let's see how it goes. I haven't been thinking clearly. I'd agree that I'm anxious to be with the lady I love and that none of this is true. You return to your hometown 2 weeks before Christmas. We're having a fantastic couple of weeks. You don't want to attend to marital therapy anymore, but everything seems to be well. I notice you've loaded the Xbox Live app on your phone the day after Christmas. You've been texting him on there since. We changed your phone number. While you're in the shower, I question you about it. You've lost it again. I'm going upstairs to weep where you can't hear me. When I decide to take a shower, I hear my girls laughing uncontrollably. When I go downstairs, you're gone. I finally got a hold of you after 8 hours away. You're not coming home for long. You're going to stop taking your antidepressants cold turkey. You no longer wish to live. I called the cops. You wind up on the list of those who have gone missing. I spent 2 days seeking for you from daylight to night. You surrendered to the hospital. You were at the mental health center for 10 days. I've been on the phone with you for 10 days. We're looking after our girls, bringing our daughters to sit in the parking lot outside the facility so that we may talk on the phone while you can view them from a distance. Hopefully, my wife will receive the assistance she needs in there. Everything will be okay. You leave the institution and return home. You formed a slew of toxic connections at the facility, and you're messaging and contacting folks you met there throughout the day. But I let it go. You've been gone for 2 weeks, and when I get home from work, it's long after you've gone to bed, and I discover your phone with the Xbox app open, a discussion between you and him again. You're missing him. You have garments that smell like him, but have gradually lost their aroma, which makes you unhappy. I'm completely numb. I request that you depart once again. The second separation. I'd want to work on it, but if you ever speak to him again, this is done, I say. Allow the separation to begin. You're at his job less than a week into your separation. It's the library. You're in the library with your new mental health facility buddy T. I call to inquire about the situation. You're freaked out by me. I'm not talking to him. How could you have made such a huge deal out of this? I just let it be. Because I found you weeping, you came over on your birthday. I stated it was difficult, and I didn't know if I could handle it any longer. I needed it to stop. You show up with divorce papers, informing me that you usually hurry things, attempting to get me to make a choice right immediately. I uncontrollably and ask, why are you doing this? I still don't think any of this is taking place. You make fun of me and threaten me, saying if you don't stop weeping, I'm going to punch you in the face. I can't imagine what people would do to me if I said anything like that to you. But, as you put it, you're simply going through a hard patch. I've been doing my best to take care of myself. We're splitting apart the females. You receive half a week more than I do. It's difficult. I adore my girls and hate being away from them. We've been away for a month, almost 2 by the end of March, and you've not been talking to him because you want to focus on our marriage. I propose that we relocate to a new city on the other side of the metro area to get away from all the unpleasant memories and start again. You agree, so we look for a lovely small property to rent jointly. You're also pregnant. There's no chance it's not yours. Why would you ever think otherwise? It's moving day. As we're driving, your brother casually says to me, she didn't stop talking to him. On her Xbox Live, I blocked him. He repeatedly asks her to leave him alone, but she continues to send him messages. I'm not feeling anything. Is he telling the truth? We've only been in our new start, home for a week. Our daughter is ill, and we're up all night caring for her. I inquire as to the time. Please show me your phone. At 3 a.m., I received a notice from Xbox Live. I don't care since this isn't real. I set my alarm for the morning, you see me on my phone, and you take it away from me. I don't like you talking to strangers whenever I make a mistake. I was just about to set an alarm. 2 more weeks have passed. I'm simply trying to stay away from you. You have days off, I work at night. This isn't the actual world. We're about to put the girls to bed. You seem to be getting ready to go out. Are you going somewhere tonight? I need to leave the home. You state your case. Because you stormed out, I suppose I made the wrong face. I come across you in the restroom and inquire whether you're all right. You tell me you're imprisoned, and I tell you I understand. I describe how it feels bad to be cheated on, and then have to take care of you, without being able to express my own pain or feelings, and being punished every time I feel anything. You lunge from the restroom and started punching me repeatedly. I trip and fall on the bed. You turn out the lights and continue to strike me. I phone the cops. You are imprisoned. Your family has contacted me. What did you do, you idiot? What did you say to her that prompted her to strike you? Now, who is this genius? It's your fault she's in prison. I can't stop crying. I eventually lay it all out and roar back. Of course, my mother-in-law never mentions all the horrible things she said to me. She just tells everyone that I shouted at her. My wife has been released from jail. Next month's trial is scheduled. I still feel you have some form of mental health condition. That's the only way the last year makes sense in comparison to the previous decade. I discovered her sobbing in the closet. I inquired as to what was wrong. You never apologized for calling the cops on me. I'm astounded. She doesn't give about me. She's cheated on me, verbally and emotionally tortured me for over a year, and now she's physically attacked me, and she's sobbing not because she can't believe what she's done to me, but because I haven't apologized for putting her in prison. I spoke with an attorney about a month ago. They want me to seize all you own and force you to pay me alimony and child support. I don't want any of it. All I want is for this to be finished. I adore my wife, or at least who I believed she was. I want to do all I can to provide for my 2 little daughters, but I can't keep putting up with this. She doesn't give a damn about me. She's told me 1,000 times that she doesn't love me. She no longer bothers to pretend to say it. I'm a large-tattooed guy who's being annihilated by a little chick. My wife, my family, you know that's everything I've ever wanted in life, yet you hold it hostage over me. I don't want a divorce, but you've never apologized, never stopped cheating, gaslighted, blame-shifted, and never once shown genuine concern. Please help me. I'm stuck in hell. Edit 1. I just had the post up for 5 minutes and I'm already being downvoted to hell. I'm sure you all think I'm a coward. You're probably correct. It's difficult to believe that the lady you've been in love with for a decade is a monster. Please be patient with me. I didn't expect to receive trash on a support group forum for being candid about being ripped apart by someone you want to trust. Edit 2. I've read as many of the responses as I can. I'll attempt to respond to as many of you as possible, and I appreciate the private messages of encouragement as well. I got down with her last night and looked through the divorce paperwork and began filling them out. I'm sticking to it, and if she won't do it peacefully, which I'm sure she won't, I'll continue work on the lawyer. Many people will tell you to simply go to the lawyer right now. But, to be honest, I'm penniless, and the $3,500 retainer fee alone is a little out of my price range. My wife is a shopaholic, and we spent $10,000 on marital therapy during COVID. Not to add that COVID has had a significant influence on my work.